Okay, welcome. This is the brother Lamadia, giving all praises and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH, double honor to the eldest apostle, great millstone, and blessings to the believers of YAHAWASHI. So now this is another video in regards of the RFID microchip being the mark of the beast. And this will be a follow-up to the last video. And some brothers seen this video that I'm about to play, and I'm just sharing it for brothers who have not seen it. And this is a commercial for the RFID microchip. So the microchip, or the mark of the beast, is a lot closer than we think.
そして今、私たちはその先へと進化する。一歩。それはあなたの手を鍵にするテクノロジー。さまざまなものにつながり、アクセスを可能にする。あなたの安心も自由も、あなたの健康も便利もつながりも安全も、あなたの管理も、日常も、これからはすべての鍵があなたの手の中に。一歩。
Now let's read Revelation the 13th chapter and break it down. Now I like to start at the 13th verse. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Now this happened during the time of World War II, when America bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the two Japanese cities, leaving America set as the world superpower. And this was the first time the world was exposed to atomic warfare. So all nations feared to get in confrontation with the U.S. Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now, before I break anything else down, I like to break down this word deceiveth in verse 14, because it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. Now let's take a look at the Strong's number for the word deceiveth. And the Strong number is G4105, and the Greek word is plana. Now let's read what that say. Now the Greek word plana means to cause to go astray, to lead astray, lead aside from the right way, to go astray, wander, roam about. So let's see what it says at the bottom. And it reads, to roam, to go astray, deceive, err, seduce. So that's pretty much what it means. To lead astray or seduce. So now we know when it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, we understand that it means to lead astray or seduce. Now this is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. Now the righteous is who? The nation of Israel. Whether the fact they keep the law of the Most High or not, they still comprise of the righteous, because they Israelites. So it says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. What are the ways of the wicked? The ways of the wicked is to do the things that the Most High disapprove of, such as homosexuality, such as anything that's comprised of breaking the law of the Most High. And this microchip, Esau is going to seduce the mass of the people, mainly Jake, to receive this microchip so they could sin against the Most High. Because Esau really want to be on the status of the Most High. He have a God complex. So now let's go back to Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So we know that the word deceiveth again means to lead astray. And this is why the whole world is following after examples of America, such as having women in a state of authority, homosexuality, because the world is following after America. And if you don't comply to this idea or the new age of thinking, they will consider as a crime against humanity. So let's go back. So it says, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb. Which had the womb by a sword and did live. Now we read in Revelation, the 3rd chapter, it mentions about the beast being wounded as if it was unto death. And that's what happened with the Roman Empire. It had a decline, but also had a rebirth beginning with the late 1300s to the birth of NATO and the EU. And how do we know that NATO and the EU is comprised of the beast? Because the same members that made up ancient Rome now make up NATO and the EU. That's how we know what's the modern beast. So read it on to Revelation 13 and 15, and it reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So now, what's the image? The image is going back into a government, which is the format of ancient Rome. So that's the image. The Roman Empire spoke Latin. This is why when you go to court, you need a lawyer to break down certain terms of the law, because certain phrases is Latin phrases. Or when you went to school, they taught you Roman numerals or Greek mythology and the Roman equivalent to the Greek mythology, because America format itself after the model of ancient Rome. So going back to Revelation 13 and 15, it says, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So the ones that do not comply or conform to this microchip is going to be sentenced to capital punishment. Now verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Bond is the one that is in prison. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Now let's look up the word mark. Now the word there for mark in the Greek is the word charagma. Now the word charagma means a stamp or imprinted mark. a mark stamped on the forehead on the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Now that's some BS they put in there. And then it says B, brand upon horses. And it says a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. So the word charagma means something that is graven or incision. So that answer the part if the mark of the beast is something spiritual or physical. It's something that's going to be physical, something that they're going to actually implant within you. Now let's go back to Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So now that we know that the mark is actually something that they're going to cut within your skin or carve within you, we understand that is a physical thing. And everyone is going to be called to take it. But the ones that's not going to receive it is the chosen elect of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Now verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it says that no man may buy or sell. So now when we look at the video, there's a lot of buying and selling going on with this microchip. And you see that it was implanted, or charagma. It was put inside the flesh, and people making purchases, like the man just purchased some gas. He got a bus ticket. That's buying and selling through that mark. One guy's using it as a key. And you see in other clips that people medical history is in the chip. So with that, I'm going to close, and I'm going to say all praises and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Shalom.